And I forgot to update stream title before starting the stream. So now all the notifications will be wrong. Amazing. Coaching Tuesday it is. Aye. We are doing X-ray calcs with sword, I guess. I don't play sword much, but we're having fun, I guess. Nope, put it out. Oh, that's unfortunate. You press it like you bend on a sword. That's unfortunate. Hammer sights. Wow. Nice, good splatoon. Nice. Okay. If they should move to the right? Or where did they go? Oh, that is still here, okay. I can zip here in a second. Unless my team wants me. Okay. That gives us a bunch of time actually. That's unfortunate. Shouldn't have stayed so vulnerable for so long. We are one point from lead over there. Okay, we should get it though. Yeah. Now it's a really annoying spot for them. Like, we have a lead to one, so like, we don't care. Could be in a way worse spot, I guess. We could make it way more annoying. That's an unfortunate mess up. Yes. Do I just put the rain in the stall spot? Ah, this one might die. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. This should be fine. It's like, yeah, we have a lead to 1. And I have zip. So this shouldn't be like an issue. Yeah. The spoof was called Hammer Blow. They did use a lot of hammers, just not that effectively. Is that reflective of Hammer Bro? I feel like Hammer Bro is able to throw hammers quite well. But then again, this needs to be studied. Is that person's gameplay truthful to their name? This is important. I'm whiffing all my shots. Nice. If we're... I'm zipping them that way, yeah. Didn't even need to get them, I wanted to get the undercover. Shot just drops on me and then leaves, what the hell? Oh, they reset, that's fair. I'm gonna shock here. Just okay. That's unfortunate. I zipped directly into the Kraken. I wanted to zip the the headed, but I missed, like I aimed wrong, so I didn't zip the wall. I zipped the floor directly next to the Kraken, which is certainly a spot to zip. No, actually died. Couldn't have jumped, then I probably stayed alive. Are they gonna drop here? Okay. I can stay here. Unfortunate. These games feel really easy. I wonder what my power is gonna end up being. And it's just that it, and that it's gotten in. Wow. Crazy. Oh, okay. Shouldn't contest at it with full charge. Or like it, if I do, then at least with paint. No, we don't get the mod. Like, we have ink mines everywhere. And we have elite ones, so it's unlikely that we still lose. Though they're getting a really good push here. And that's a scary Kraken. To be fair. I think we just contest pop here. Oh, we also pop. Yeah. Good, okay. We almost gave them overtime there, by the way, because we picked up, and we could have just, like, thrown bombs at the Rainmaker to make sure they can't pick it up. That was scary at the end. This map can get scary if you don't have momentum. Hello, Mustard. I am indeed doing well today. Nice. Just the brush behind. Oh, yeah, there. Okay. Aye, aye, aye. Almost got him at the end there. I'm just gonna pick up, I guess. How are they letting me get this far? What? Yeah, I can see why you're drowning, Saver main. I don't think it's necessary, and like I think comeback mostly covers it. Because like the efficiency of the problem definitely isn't great, but I feel like you don't need it, and I prefer having like swim speed, quick respawn, that kind of stuff. Yes, be annoyed at me, look at me, yes. Yes, yes, good. Good, yes. No, I died! That's unfortunate. I wanted to give jumps there. I mean, one person got up. I guess I'll just jump to them for fun. Oh, they're going for the reset. No! Oh, yes! If we just sleep, we get so many points. Oh, that's so unfortunate for them. And that's why you have to be really careful when you pick up Rainmaker defensively. I messed up so we didn't get the knockout, but that's... Oh god, wait, I can get really far in here. Ah, the breath note, that's fine. Getting this, fine. I get QR as well. I won't jump for safety. Oh, oh no! This Rainmaker game is crazy. A lot of things are happening. Do I just... We'll make it even funnier. We'll be funny. And put it in the absolute stall spot. Ah, I love this game mode. What happened there? Oh, Zuka. Isn't this game mode fun? Are you enjoying this exhilarating gameplay, chat? I might actually, I'm gonna move forward here. I mean, I'm gonna explode in a second anyway, so I guess I can just run in and die instead of exploding. This jump is safe, right? Yeah, it's safe. Wasn't there a guy here? What? I'm so confused. I'm just staying here. For fun. If they forget about me, I can score. There's two teammates? We had another person tracking on another side as well. Oh, this game. This game is a little too fun. You could stall it in bottom left as well, like bottom right. I'm just gonna shark here. I could shark up top as well if I can get there. I don't think at this point I can. I'm gonna try. No. Sharking on top of that spinner is like really good sharking spot. Oh, they didn't pick up. That was certainly one of the Rainmaker games of all time. Yeah, that build seems like a good combination of things. Um, yeah. I guess if you don't run a QR build, then that seems like a good idea. Um, but Inksaver sub might be good to get at that point as well, just to be able to throw more bursts. But yeah, I'm gonna check send order link to see what like top players use on this weapon. Because I don't know. I think it's something like around like a bit of swim speed. Maybe some people run QR. And then just a lot of utilities. Yeah. Yeah, I see. A bunch of top players using Saber main. That makes sense. Wild stringy. Yeah, we have a wild string as well. We can get this. Aw. And there's the first Zuka. Oh, it's a blue girl. Makes sense. There was a guy here. That's the second Zuka of the game. It's been 30 seconds and there have been 2 Zukas. Holy fuck. Yeah, that makes sense. But like this isn't a like gear build I made specifically for this weapon, it's just something I threw together quickly. Because I don't play this weapon that much. Mostly just playing it now because the review we're gonna have in 12 minutes will be about this weapon. And I like playing it before just to get a bit of extra experience. That was a good play from the blue game. Also the Zuka output is dreadful. Is that? I don't think that's the person. Ay 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 ay. Ay 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 ay. Yeah, that's a brushing on it, but like, I don't care. Is that Suzuka? That's unfortunate. If I didn't miss that, that 30 would have been a lot better. Oh wow, yeah. That buff they gave to Wave was noticeable there. What did I hit there? It's probably a bad drop. It worked. Ah, I missed. Unfortunate. It was indeed a bad drop. Just wanted to like somehow get out of that situation. There's like so much more pressure being there. You are so on hit. Well, then now hit. Okay, yeah. That's a bad sip, yeah. I should get punished for that. Mini is really annoying to play against. I mean that in general, just their Kong. It was the Kruger. Yeah, they want to set up wall here. They still kill me, crazy. I'm gonna see if I can like follow the Devil's Mouth. Because like it feels very uncoordinated right now. It's like everything. If I, oh my lord, okay. Have to play more careful into the glue gun matchup. I really like being on the right over there. I also person somewhere over here. Have to be really careful of Zuka. Okay, it's over. What? What? Oh, that's crazy. I didn't think they'd hit me there. Yeah, this mini is playing really well. I mean, most of them on their team now. The blue guys well. We have missiles we can do. Please die. Thank you. Yes. We can rebot like up if we after we get this check. There's a breath behind us. That one I died to wave, that's over. We pick up but they have Suka, so it's gonna be rough. They used it early. We have a chance. But it's gonna be rough. It's worth taking, yeah. They're gonna have an easy time shoving this time. Nice. And they have a Zuka again. We get some picks actually. This mini is scary. Oh! Ah! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Easy. Not even close. We deserve to win that game. Easy. Oh god, we actually brought it back. Crazy. Yeah, mini needs like 220, I can't lie. I mean, 210 is fine. 220 is a bit extreme, but like... 190 mini is so annoying. Yeah. We brought it back at the end there. But that was a scary game. Like most of it, we were definitely on the back foot. Do I have time for one more? Surely if I get a game fast. We can do one more. Surely. Surely X-Rank won't take like 200 seconds to get me a match. Surely. Alright. Is that the same Glugas? I'm not sure. They have a lot of just like stupid killing power. But so do we, so it's gonna be interesting. We have more pop power. Okay, our Devil's joined in. What the fuck is this? Get off the S-Burst here. Can use the terrain way better than I can. It's still over here, yeah. That's Azuka. That's it. Ah! Ah! Okay. Wanted to zip that, but I couldn't. Should probably not go for those, like, difficult zip spots. Because I'm not that good at zip. I was relatively close to getting the thread, I think. Okay, I just need to stop standing in that space because I keep getting picked by Glugas there. Oh, that's okay, so that. There's a guy there. I'm gonna try to. I'm just gonna try to stall it. Yeah. I was hoping to get a pick by like someone stupidly dropping into me there. The enemy team is smart enough. Oh, I didn't die. Crazy. What? Wow. Fortunate. That build is running in circles. No, the cooler is gone. Then we can pop. Still, that's plus ground with me. No, okay. They're all one. It's unfortunate. Yeah, makes sense. Should have protected my zip more, like my zip landing more. Oh, our lead is really bad actually, what? Oh, that's rough. They're just gonna like sit right here. Be annoying. Okay, nice. Was someone to the left still? Yeah. They're gonna have jumps to that left beacon as well. Can't stop them at this point. What? Is the S plus here? I think they're just used there. No, okay. Oh, that's plus right. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense. There's one on the right here. We got lead, huge. Okay, yeah. They saw me. I should have expected them to see me. At this point we don't need to do much. We got the lead. I help my teammate here. Yeah. We can push if we want to, and like maybe we can push here again just because of the down. But we don't need to do much. Yeah. Maybe we knock out even. Yeah, we do. Huge. Okay. Almost perfect timing. Because now it's time for coaching. Definitely Monday. I need to think of a better name for it still, because it's not gonna be Monday consistently in the next few weeks. No, that's not bad. I kind of expected it to be lower because those matches felt relatively easy, like most of them. Some didn't, I guess. That kind of makes sense. Okay. Hello there.
Oh, Harvey's.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you doing, Face?
I'm doing good as well. It's been so long.
Holy God, you do remember then? Oh boy.
I
What,
had
like 2 years?
yeah, at this point 2 years or something.
My God.
Yeah, for context, we used to play together a bit in the past.
Yeah, we
I
sure
think
did.
Akia tried out for the team that I was making back then, which is crazy to think about. It's
Yeah,
so long ago.
oh my God. It is weird, yeah.
Yeah. What have you been like doing since then? Because I think I
Um,
remember you making like a team at the start, but I haven't seen
yeah,
much after that.
I mean, I did make a team. I did drag some people you used to. I mean, you
Mm-hmm.
still know. In that team, we kind of the team broke up because basically everyone wanted to play different weapons,
Mm-hmm.
and the weapon switch the comp did not work anymore. That's the main reason.
Mm-hmm.
And also, some people had motivation problems and etc. etc. I wanted to still play, but like studies stuff, it got tougher and tougher now. I want to grind a little bit before
Mm-hmm.
still keeping the grind about studying. So I want to try out sword because you know I was looking for something new.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember, I used to play dualies and stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of want to switch that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's fun. Okay. Um, yeah, we'll give me 1 second to set up everything.
Of course.
But yeah, I think you mainly mentioned you weren't sure around like the positioning of Stamper, right? And like
Yeah. I
stuff
feel like
connected
that's
to
my
that.
that's
Mm-hmm.
my main issue. I feel like you're gonna notice a pattern in the replays.
Yep. Okay. Um. OBS, please see the pen. Thank you. Amazing. Okay, and then Discord screen share. I'm very prepared, as you can tell. Um, usually I do this in like the few minutes before. Um,
Uh, don't worry. Don't worry. We're having fun. Yeah.
um, projector. Amazing. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
We're good.
Um,
Yeah, stream's working.
perfect. Yeah, we have a bunch of games here. Um, I think we can start with this one because I looked at it
Yeah.
earlier and that seemed like a
Ew,
good
I
one to
say.
start with. Okay. Um, how long have you been playing Stanford?
Honestly, like a month and a half or something. Not that hard of a grind, but I've been playing just that for a bit.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Um, yeah. First thing, um, and we'll see this throughout the game, but like charge slashing the Rainmaker does more object damage. Um, that's just because charge slashes do basically I think more than double the object damage, maybe just double. Um,
I mean,
I don't know
yeah, it does.
perfectly, but yeah, charge slashes just do more object damage, so try to do that for like shooting the Rainmaker shield.
I feel like at that point I should convert it. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. We'll see if we can get back to Sword 1v1s in a bit later. And like
Yeah.
review that fight later, but for now we can focus on like general fight taking. Because yeah, with Sword, and I think that's something that you have a good intuition of. You basically have like two effective ranges, right?
Yeah.
Because you have the long range mode, and then up close, you're also really good with like going for a direct.
Oh, I see. Good to know. Then a second.
Mhm.
Or sorry, I'm back. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
Because yeah, you are like being effective at long range should be obvious. Like to some degree, the charge slash is a bit unreliable at like the longest ranges because people move very fast and it's difficult to hit.
yeah.
But that's what you have the horizontal slashes for, which is just really consistently doing damage.
Yeah, just chip out people.
Yeah. And then up close you can go for a direct. Or like a charge. Yeah, I think direct is what you call it.
Yeah. I do call it direct.
Because like it's just a quick one shot, and with the movement options that you have with charge slashes, that makes it like with the dash, I mean, that makes it a really threatening option. So that's
I mean,
kind of
that's
like
something.
yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. That's something I usually try to say for a last resort because I feel like it's it's a one shot. If I miss the one shot, I'm barely gonna. I don't think I'm gonna get
Yeah.
out of the fight. So yeah, most of the times I'm gonna just try to play out of my. I mean, playing with my most effective range. So maybe that's why you're gonna notice playing a bit of passiveness. So you just call out the stuff when you're
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
And I don't think that's like necessarily bad. It's a difficult balance to strike with sword. And it's one of like the one things that makes this weapon so difficult to pick up is kind of that balance between when do I want to move forward and kind of be in my effective range up close, and when do I want to move backwards and be in my like long range effective range. Um, it's something we can like talk about in more detail throughout the session probably. Um,
Yeah.
but like the general thing we'll probably see, and I don't know this perfectly. I haven't played Sword too much, but I assume that you mostly want to play for long range modes when there's like flat open spaces, like most spaces in this game.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, Museum was a particular example, but yeah, nice. So the stages are like that, unfortunately.
yeah. And then kind of play around that direct more in like weirder spaces where there's a lot more cover and there's like weird curvature maybe that makes your weapon difficult to hit. That's my first
Okay.
intuition around there, but we'll see if that's actually true.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's like weird about this weapon because if we like look at it from up top, you have this like immediate range around you where you're good, and you have this range of like maybe this circle right here,
Yeah.
where your
So
weapon is really strong. And in the middle of that circle, like your weapon is still strong. It's still Samper. It's still a bit fucked up how good this
yeah,
weapon is.
of course.
But in those kind of ranges, it's a lot more difficult.
Yeah,
And
it's more.
those are the ranges where enemy weapons can rough you down a lot easier, punish you for like your commitment to like going for certain slashes, like punish you for the weapon's like poor kill time if you don't hit a charge slash, stuff like that.
I feel like you're gonna notice mostly when I'm like by the range. Let's just say short range shooter range. You know, the kind
Yeah,
of awkward
yeah,
you just mentioned. I'm gonna try to like horizontal and jump. I mean, I should. My game plan is trying not to end up in those situations in the first place. But like,
yep,
I think that's a good what going on.
yeah, yeah. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Yeah. We talked about stability, that's fine. But yeah, this is like relatively good here, and what you're doing is you're playing under a lot of these ledges. And that's another like position where your main weapon is really strong. So we can kind of add that to our list of spots where a weapon is good. So like in those kind of long range situations where like you have a lot of open space around you, like maybe
Yeah.
around this part of the map, for example, there's a lot of space where you could like position yourself to hit 35, 70 damage. That's where your weapon is strong. And then under these kind of ledges right here, you're also really, really strong. Because like you can jump up, hit 70s, and enemies usually can't hit you back that well. Maybe blasters can, and if there's a blaster here, you do have to respect it.
Yeah,
Or
of
like
course.
in the case where they have splashdown here, you should and do respect that as well. But usually, like, this is just super strong because at longer ranges you can spam 70s over the sledge, and if people come too close to you, you can sometimes even direct them, which is I think what happens here later.
Kind of. I tried, if I remember correctly.
I think you trade. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like totally fine. Like your team ends up wiping, and that's bad. But trading in that situation is fine.
I see.
And like, yeah, basically good job positioning there. Because like
Okay.
from the kind of distance value, that was really scary, right? Because it's in that kind of distance, like most of this fight was in that kind of distance where, yeah, we can just call it short range shooter distance, where
Yeah.
your weapon is like a bit more susceptible. And Dualies in specific is really good at punishing that.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
I mean, something I could have checked for is like the ground because it's barely painted by.
Mhm.
I mean, that specific space was in their color, so maybe I could have like counted for a getaway, but I feel like in that specific moment, I had the confidence to directly go for a kill.
Yeah. Like you could have jumped out in theory as well, but this is fine.
Yeah, sure.
Unfortunate bomb death.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I like that you're going top left here. It's you. Oh. Yeah. It's usually a spot that like more long range backline weapons would take. But in this comp, you are the weapon that has the longest range.
Yeah, that's what I did.
So like, yeah, good job taking those angles. This is really important on this map, that like different people take those different high grounds so that not everyone is in this kind of stuck low ground area.
Yeah, it's very easy to like bomb spam in that zone and then just chip out various people. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
something I try to avoid. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so really good job like chipping into the fight here.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. Yeah, okay. This is another example where we are basically in that range where we don't want to be.
Yeah, I
We
probably
can.
want
Yeah.
wanted to get a greedy direct or something, but yeah, it was not very convenient. I didn't even have the clear view of the adapter.
Yeah, and that's something you always want to watch out to have, like just in general, like regardless of if you're playing Stamper or something else, is just know where your enemies are, keep track of them, and in this situation also keep track of kind of the paint that you have. We just got a wipeout, which means that we want to move forward, but moving forward also means painting up, because after, like, if you want to take space, that means that you have to paint it up, because if you don't, like we're kind of seeing what happens here, where we are in a space where the enemy still has enough paint to kind of move up and around us and get into spots where they can punish us easily.
Yeah, I get your point.
So just make sure to keep track of like where paint is, how much paint you have.
I feel like that's something you have to like actively put effort into keeping track of, like just going a session where just full
Yeah.
thing, just look around you, you track the paint, something. Yeah, that's something you have to. That's a pattern I also kind of noticed.
Yeah. That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
To just kind of mostly just focus on that. Specific things to look out for if you do that practice session is like you can try opening your map a bit more to see where the paint is.
Yeah,
And also just use your eyes.
yeah, sounds
I-
like a suggestion.
I think I talked about this a bunch of times on stream already, so you might have heard it before. But
Yeah,
a practice method I really like is kind of just talking about, like, if you have a certain thing you want to improve on. So in this case, being aware of where paint is. I really like just talking about that throughout the entire practice session.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah. Just talk about what you see and what that means that you want to do, and that's really valuable. Oh, wrong person.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice, good job.
Okay.
Yeah. Would have maybe been easier to like take a different fight there, but yeah.
Not the greatest fight in the area.
Oh god, what does that devil do? Oh, the devil dropped. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, that's something I remembered. Like, I'll just mention later.
Yeah. Really good like movement here.
Thank you.
Good job like moving out of the sideline of the 96.
Thank you,
like
thank you.
going into in between shots. Yeah, same thing with like do charge slashes here. Ah, charge slashes. Yeah. Okay. I think it's time to talk about Zip.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a whole can of worms, isn't it?
Yeah, Zip is a really difficult special.
Yeah, for fun vacation.
Yeah, it's by far the most difficult one, just
I
kind of
really
in the game.
do.
But yeah, a few tips here. Which is the first one: don't do this. Don't zip onto the floor.
Oh yeah, that's something I wanted to mention. I actually wanted to zip like on the wall right there
Okay.
because I wanted to get the jump. Like that's something actually with many times. I feel like that's leans more on the mechanical type of problems. That's I noticed that's kind of a pattern. Right? 90% of the times I want to zip on walls. I mean, not 90% of the times, but like many times I want to zip on walls, and I just end up finishing on that awkward floor.
Yeah.
I mean, did I say wall before? I mean, I meant I want to zip on walls, but then finish on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I hate English. Anyway. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Okay.
That's a mechanical issue I have.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm I'm kind of thinking right now. There is that one level in After Alterna, not like in Alterna, not After Alterna,
Yeah,
where there is actually a bunch of like small pillars where you have indefinite zipcaster and there's a bunch of like small pillars.
yeah, I feel like
And that might be interesting to practice there because like aiming the zipcaster thing definitely isn't easy. It's a thing where like it's very precise aim, especially like around these kind of parts where like you want to zip the wall and you want to zip it relatively low, so like you hit people with a 60 damage when you go through them. And then
maybe
it just
that's
kind of ends up being a bit too low.
the thing is that's kind of the same problem as Angle Shooter where like the reticle is
that is
way
fun.
but yeah, that's one thing.
Yeah, that's it's such a weird quirk that's how it works.
I just have to practice.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's then something where like mechanical practice on that would be very valuable. So I am kind of thinking like one thing you could do is go into a PB, like a recon into recon mode with just as much special charge up as you have.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then just kind of try to like replicate zips you'd maybe do in game and try to focus on like aiming and hitting what you wanted to hit.
I see. First, I try to
like
aiming, holding the R button, and then yeah, just focus on that. Also, something else I wanted to talk about when talking about zip is that there are many times where I just try to go for a peek, but aiming, zipping through walls that are more mainly close to people. Like how armor works in zip, so that it doesn't work. So I think like something I should focus, Dan, if you agree or not, it's like not rather than trying to zip close to people with with walls and stuff, and right zipping above people and just on try to focus more on the sides. Even though that's something I will need a sub of what's called special power up to like invest more because my gear doesn't have any and it runs out very quickly like that. Then that's what I was
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, I'd encourage you to put like 1 or 2 subs of special power up on. It's really fun, and I think a bunch of like higher level players do it as well. It's yeah. What's really good with Zipcaster is that you can go behind people, and that's kind of the thing where the special goes from being really good to like being kind of broken if used well. Because if you end up zipping behind people, then they have to choose between looking at the zip and looking at like the objective, the rest of your team, like the direction they actually want to look at.
Yeah. I should try to like get as much focus of the other team as I can rather than going for singular picks, which I think there isn't inherently anything wrong with it, especially if like we're talking about a backline, but just not to tunnel vision. That's what I want to focus on.
Yeah, for sure. And that's something that I talked about with a like Stamper player a while back, which is like using zips to go for kill versus using zips to go for distraction. And what we talk about there is kind of to switch between the two as much as you can. To kind of try to think like just start out doing one, and maybe that's something where like I remember we talked about like the Stamper player in some matchups preferring to go for distraction because some matchups are really difficult for zip. Or in some matchups like preferring to go for kills, or like into some teams preferring to go for distraction because some teams focus your zipcaster really hard while others don't, stuff like that. But then to be able to switch between the two, because that's really important. Because if you always just do like zips to the ceiling kind of around here without actually like threatening people that much, where like, yeah, you maybe hit like 170, maybe 135, but you won't actually do any lethal damage. Then at some point people will figure that out, and they'll just kind of start somewhat ignoring you. And at that point, it's valuable to be able to switch between the two, so people can't just ignore you. To like be able to say, haha, I'm a funny zipcaster, look at me, I'm in the sky, and then go, haha, now I'm in your face, I'm gonna like actually do damage to you. I'm gonna use my main weapon, actually. I'm gonna throw 35 damage hitboxes.
So yeah, that's very good. Hold on, I'm taking notes. Yeah, that's something I want to apply. So yeah, just switching between the bait and the kill people.
Yeah.
Very often. Cool. Hold on.
That's especially really good if you can like if you're in a competitive match with voice call, then you can call that out for your team to be able to follow up on.
Yeah.
Because if you can like if you're distracting a lot, then your team can follow up a lot more than if you're actually like going for a 1v1 kill.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. So that's kind of one consideration with zip. So like when you play to distract, you might want to play zip a bit safer. Like you might want to just use the arm like all the time to zip around. You might want to be a lot higher in the sky.
Yes.
While when you like actually try to get a pick, then you're gonna be a lot closer to the ground. You can try zipping like around the ground. Don't actually zip at the ground because that's really weak and you'll get punished for that. But like just around a bunch of walls at kind of the start. I hope this is the correct level. Yeah, it is. Like just like around a bunch of levels. That's unfortunate.
No, I see what you mean. Yeah, this distance, yeah, that is something like I have kind of overlooked. I could have thought about that, just trying to, practice zip, kind of like I practice my aiming and positioning by just hovering around the stage. That's it's solid advice, very good advice.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
man.
like, what I meant with like the height earlier is like for distraction you might want to zip like up here, be annoying, shoot at people. While if you play to actually kill people, then it's really good to like zip a lot to like these walls around this kind of height, because then you'll actually do damage with the 60 hitbox, and the 60 hitbox is really good,
Yeah,
and it
it
does a
is.
lot of damage. But yeah, what I talked about like at the very start, and which is why I opened this level, is in a second. The part of the stage that we'll hit in a second, which is this right here. These kind of walls might be valuable for you to practice, like your aim with. You can think of like trying to aim perfectly on like these walls or something. Trying to like, I'm not sure if you can even hit it from here. I don't think
Yeah,
you
I
can.
feel like I was thinking about. Yeah, I think there's a level like further down the alternative thing where it just entirely focus on pillars like this that both have very thin platforms and are
Yeah.
generally pillars. So if I remember correctly, I'll go there. Either way, I just focus on this specific part of the level.
Yeah.
That sounds like very. Yeah, I'll be doing this. I'll generally be doing this. That's good.
Yeah. You can kind of see me fail a bit at it right now, because I have a bit more input delay on like my coaching setup.
Yeah.
But like these kind of walls in specific, I think would be really nice, because they are very precise, and that's kind of what you want to practice.
Yeah,
Because
they're
you'll get
very-
immediately punished if you aren't precise, if you're zipping to these walls.
They're very thin. That's the point.
Yeah.
See, that's exactly what I want to avoid.
Yep. So yeah, just kind of like staying around here for like 5-10 minutes might be
Yeah,
valuable.
yeah, I see. That's good.
Because yeah, there aren't like many levels in this game where like you can practice stuff really well, and to some degree this also isn't one of them. But you do at least have infinite of the special, which is really nice, because you don't have to constantly charge it if you like were to use it in the practice room or something.
Yeah, I can switch between this and what you previously mentioned, which is just going to the recon mode and mess
Yeah.
around.
And to some degree you can probably also do it in game, because then you get practice like actually
I mean, yeah,
using it against opponents, because that's something different as well.
Yeah, I'll do a
Yeah.
series or two focusing on that.
Yeah. Okay. Back to city. Now we go through loading screens.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's fun, hopefully.
Yeah. Hold on,
And
let
you
me.
get to hear the Spider-Man music while doing it.
That's so actually epic. Yeah, that was an experience. Anyways, okay, we're back.
Okay. Let's look at the rest of this. But yeah, in application,
Yeah.
like try to think about those kind of ideas around playing to get kills, playing to play more safe and distract. Because when you want to like actually get kills, it's a lot better to like use your main weapon a lot more as well. That's something that I feel like a lot of people forget, is that you still have your main weapon during Zipcaster.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
you especially still have 35 damage hitboxes. And those are especially still really consistent at actually hitting people.
Yeah.
So while it doesn't like perfectly combo with like a 60 damage from the Zipcaster or something, it's still a lot of damage, and it's still really consistent. And that's
Yeah,
like super valuable.
35 damage is just still a real good number.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Overextending my.
Yep. Yeah, that's the case where you just want to play your range a bit more.
Yeah, it's definitely.
It's like playing against dualies is always a bit deceptive, because you think you're ranged them and you think you're in a safe spot, but then they double dodge drill into your face and you're no longer safe.
I got very comfortable because of also the apples. So yeah, that's 100% on me.
Yeah. Also they have, what the hell? Is that one? That is 9 stars on Devils. Okay, sure.
What the hell?
Yeah. So yeah, that's just the case where like matchup specific, you have to be aware duelies can and will move up into your face.
Yeah,
um, and it's good to play around like your range, your paint a bit more there.
okay.
Yeah, nice, good job. I like that you're taking this left angle as well. The devil keeps getting behind us there, but yeah, good job getting that.
Alright.
Okay, would have been good to look at the, like left a bit earlier here, because that's a really common like flank that people will use, or like just approach option in general.
Yeah, the cover really takes advantage for the. I mean, gives some advantage for the attackers. So I see
Yep.
how.
Like it depends who really gets the advantage here, but in either case, both people get cover. Just important to kind of look at that. Good job by killing them regardless though. Yeah, okay. Okay. Could have maybe stayed out like just a lot safer in that fight. We didn't need to move that close to them. But like it's nothing ends up happening, so not much to say. So like we could have just used our range and used our paint advantage to let them not be able to do anything.
I see.
But, like, that's fine.
Should have just been more aware of their position in general.
Yeah, that's something with sword in general. Sword 1v1s are awkward. I went a bit too far forward. I think we saw that like a sword 1v1 in a similar spot at the start of the game.
Yeah.
Because you both have this main weapon that's like up close you one shot, and further away like neither of you will probably really go for 35 damage that much in a sword 1v1. So it's usually like very dependent on who hits the 70 damage first.
Yeah, definitely.
Because like as soon as you hit that, you basically win the fight. In sword 1v1s, again, very oversimplified, but like that's how it tends to go.
Yeah, I got a little greedy here, I feel like, so I just should have letting get closer and
yeah.
I mean, I could have managed. I had the initial positional advantage, so I just want to close up and finish it. So that's me.
That's something where with sword you just like you don't have to do that. Especially in the case that we looked at earlier, or like at the end of the game. If we just force them to jump out, that's totally fine. But yeah, here's the 1v1 from the start of the game, which goes relatively similar, where like we overextend a bit into their space. Like we go forward enough that they are able to hit us with a 70 damage hitbox, and then like follow up later. When like we didn't necessarily need to, and we were in a space where like they had cover behind there, we in theory would have had cover here as well if we used it. But just because of that cover, they can stay very safe from like our hits, and then hit us a lot easier. So basically, what I want us to watch out for is just when enemy, like especially in like those kind of 1v1s, when people have a like cover, when people have space that they can easily retreat to, space that you aren't able to hit behind that well because like your weapon doesn't have any AoE apart from the burst bomb, which is 45% of your ink tank.
Yeah.
Then you want to watch out a bit more, and you want to take things a little safer. And in some cases, just stall out the fight.
Yeah, just take it slow, take it slow. That's a good advice. I'll just sign it up. I mean, right down.
Yeah, because what we could have done here is just like, don't drop, just stay on high ground, just continue painting over whatever they want to do. And then eventually your team will come, eventually they have to jump out. Because like this flank in particular on this map relies a lot on people actually looking at it. And then like as the enemy sword player here, just trying to draw as much attention, waste as much time, and force let people overextend into your kind of range where they can hit you very easily. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind in those kind of matchups. Sometimes it's better to just stay safe and not do anything, basically.
Yeah, just stall them out. I also didn't want to, drop out the left position so people could just push.
Yeah, this is, yeah, we'll look at it again if the replay system would load wholly. Yeah, right here. This is like again a case where we are a bit too forward. I get it in this specific scenario because we have to pick up Rainmaker in 3 seconds. Or otherwise we lose the game. So we are a lot more desperate to actually do something. So like, considering the situation, this is like totally defendable like position you're taking. Just in general, be aware that like those are the ranges that they want you to be in, that the duelist especially wants you to be in. Where like they can move forward, you splash down, and then like punish you for being in this kind of space.
You should just be more aware of the specials in general.
I guess, yeah. Yeah. They also just had all specials in this scenario, which is yeah, they were just gonna win the game. If a team has 4 specials, it's basically over.
They have like three specials, I think.
Yeah, they actually have 4. The cooler's out over here, and then they used Splashdown here, Booyah behind you, and Whale is out as well.
I mean, good management on their part, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. They just ended up having everything there. We can see it on the graph as well. 4 specials, everyone dies.
Oh my lord. Yeah. Checks out.
Yeah, okay. Do you have any questions so far?
I mean, right now, not anything specific at all, I guess. No, nothing.
Okay. Yeah, we can look at the... Which one was it? Yeah, the one you actually won. Because this is a game where you do a lot of things very well. So we can go through this relatively quickly to kind of point out the same areas where you do them well.
Yeah, I tried to pick like replays with both decent maps and comps, but like it's okay. I did my best. What was
yeah. Yeah. This is scary. I'm not sure if we were aware of the duelies being here.
Yeah. It solved itself by mistake on my path. I did not notice the duelie on the left.
Yeah. Which makes sense. We weren't able to see them. I think they took a... We can look at it from their point of view. I think they took a path from like behind.
I feel like you can barely see them. You can barely see them.
They did that jump and then they went over tower. Yeah, they used cover very well here to like not be seen before.
Yes.
That's something where like you to some degree have to be aware of, like people using that angle. Like stacking up over here and then using that and pushing you here. Especially on the opening because people will want to contest mid.
Yeah, just be more careful.
Yeah, so like basically this ends up working. But it would have been a lot safer if we kind of stayed behind this cover before and like gathered a bit more information before actually doing anything.
Yeah, just move the camera around, but I kind of go away with it, but I should not.
Yeah. Okay. Someone went down on the right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This is fine. Just really small note that you could have also zipped this player behind the pillow right here. And if you do it right, you probably kill them.
I see.
Because I think they're damaged. I think they're trying to heal up right here. They're definitely marked, which gives us another advantage. But them being in this kind of space means that, like, if we zip this, we probably 60 damage them and hit them with the burst. We definitely hit the burst. So this is very likely to do a lot of damage, basically. So this is really small. Like, this ends up working just as a distraction play. But we could have maybe killed them if we did this.
Yeah, we could have just, yeah, I see. I could have went more aggressively.
Yeah. Yeah. You distract a lot here, which like totally works. Yeah. Unfortunate. Yeah, I think another question you had was around like, when should you hold space, when should you give up space, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is one of those situations where we don't want to fight in this space and we want to instead like hold a bit further back. So we still want to hold space. Everything we always want to do in this game is holding some sort of space and enforcing some sort of space.
That's what the game's about.
Yeah, exactly. But we want to choose doing so from good positions, from safe positions if we can, from positions that give us a high likelihood of winning. And over here, that probably means like staying around this kind of area. You don't have as much paint over here. And if you stay around like kind of this line, maybe even a bit back, like a bit further backwards, then you have a lot of this really empty space or like flat space where your weapon is just really strong. And where you can use your range advantage against the enemy G-Tech very well, where you can use your paint against the enemy sword. Because what ends up happening is because you move forward, you end up in a space where you don't have paint, and then the enemy sword can use their paint advantage against you.
That checks out.
So generally, what we see is that we want to hold like where we have paint. Sometimes we can also like take the time to paint up, but usually just play around the paint that you already have. And then use that to kind of stay away from, like far away from enemies that your position is safe to hold. Sometimes you can also shark, but that not in this position. You don't have enough paint.
Yeah,
and you don't have any like positions where like people wouldn't paint over you basically. So like maybe if you got here that could have worked, but like that's way too far away and people would have seen you by then.
Yeah, that will also try not to isolate myself. Is something I have to watch out for.
Yeah. Your Nod was with you, but I think they jumped out. Or they died, either one of the two. Yeah, your Nod is here, but then they just run away.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's another thing to watch out for, is just like, where are your teammates?
In general, yeah.
Unfortunate.
I feel like that's just mechanical with.
Yeah, that's just mechanical. There's no need to worry about that kind of stuff too much.
Oops.
There's not much happening here. Okay. Now we get into more interesting areas. Yeah. Nice. Good job punishing that. And again, we see like very open space, easy picks. Also, they used these tracks, which wasn't safe for them.
What was a lot of this?
Okay, sure. Good job moving. Like unpredictably. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Nice, good job.
Alright.
Yeah, what we're seeing here is like, we can maybe take a look at that zip again. That zip was overall very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you end up starting in a very like defensive, annoying look at me way, like distracting way. Maybe we could have done this a bit more aggressively and actually like zipped close to the ground to actually hit people with the zip arm itself. But this is fine, and it's a good way to start. And then, yeah, good job using your main weapon in zip. That's really good. And good job seeing this and punishing them for doing this.
I see.
Especially like enemies that are distracted and fighting someone else right now. Those are really, really good zipcaster victims.
Yeah, but I try to aim for those mainly.
Yeah. That's good job.
I don't remember if I know it's that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like for that zip we didn't really have like that much of a target in mind, so we just kind of ended up zipping around and trying to get something.
Yeah.
Like it's
I see
fine
what
if you distract people and you're like annoying, you're an annoying little fly in the enemy space, then that still gets
That's
value. But it's better if you like have someone in mind that you want to get with a zipcaster. And like that person might change like a lot during the zipcast. You might like start out wanting to zip at it like an edit, and then realize, oh, the edit has full charge. I'm gonna dip. I'm gonna zip at the T-deck instead or something.
Yeah, something I try to fix also with my zipcasters that I often like. I don't know if I still do this. I don't know if you know this. I send free replays. I don't know if you noticed any of this, but like you used to tunnel vision a lot, especially on backlines like leaders, Hydras. That will get me. That will get barely any value out of my zips. That's something I tried to fix lately.
Yeah. Zipping against backlines is really good to distract them from what they actually want to do, which is kind of control a lot of space throughout the map. A lot of backlines have ways to fight back, is what I'll say. Chargers can snipe you if they're really good. Splatlings can just threat you if you get too close. I guess kind of, well, string Vibo is a bit more susceptible to it. But even then
Most
they
of
can like throw projectiles at you, which is annoying.
Definitely. Most of the time, what I try to do is just take the sides because
Yeah.
even though the thing is, it kind of wastes time because I mean, you have to take sides, then you have to just go back, and also you have so little time to take the pick because you're already running out of ink. So that's something I mean, I can try to do, but don't like go to option honestly. In my strategy, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, and that makes sense. Just the T-deck here, I don't know where they are, and we can move up. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Good job. And then we want to move away from this ledge, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was an unfortunate situation, because we were kind of cornered by the enemy, basically, which could have been avoided if we backed up there. We don't want to stay too close to that ledge, because that's where everyone from the enemy will come from, and you want to use your range as much as possible. And that ledge kind of stops your range, right? You can't hit people behind this wall. Oh, behind this wall. Just because of the geometry.
Yes, I think I should have just went further and risked it. So.
Yeah. So what would have been nice if we went just back in mid. It's unfortunate that it's not painted yet. Like, strikes went just out behind you. A good support shooter would immediately paint this for you. But still, like, it would have been nice to like back up into this direction.
That's the best thing to have done.
Just to kind of keep your range for the enemies.
Just not
don't do
run
anything
out.
stupid. Yeah, nice. Good job backing up and like kiting the enemy here. That's something Stamper is really good at. Kiting, which is just like
Yeah,
tagging someone, moving back, tagging someone again, moving back, forcing them to
that's,
kind of overextend into you, and then just use your range.
yeah, I'm quite familiar with kiting. Yeah, I just baiting people with short range.
Um, yeah. Good job hitting the 70. And then I like the immediate idea of like follow up with zipping at them. Because a lot of times you can then like confirm the kill after you hit a 70, because hitting a 70 is not easy if you're in like zip in the air like that. But if you get it, then you can usually like get a good follow up there. Unfortunately, they had a bit too much paint there. They had enough paint to like be able to move around and stop from getting hit.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
don't remember what I was trying to do exactly. Maybe I was afraid that if I zipped to the floor, I would have still had the ink left on the. So I would have been punched immediately if I whiffed. I don't remember, to be honest.
Yeah. Let's see again. Yeah.
Oh no! Actually that was a misprediction. Yeah.
Yeah. What you could also do, by the way, is like do a 35 there and then use zip, because I think you had enough in tank to do that and still get a like zip arm.
Not sure if I do it.
It's so maybe not. But even then, like 35 is a lot more consistent and stuff like that, in my humble opinion.
Alright.
It depends. Because like in this spot they just have so much paint to like move around that I think like a vertical 35 hit would be horizontal. What am I talking about? Horizontal 35 it would be a lot like more consistent than going for like a zip arm like this, because zip arm kind of relies on knowing where people will be and people have a bunch of time to like see it, maybe even react.
I see.
And then horizontal is just so much faster. Yep, exactly. But that's a small thing. This could have worked as well if we just read their movement better. Which, like, again, isn't easy to do. Yeah, I don't hate this shark. Yeah, good job. I don't know if you noticed this in game. This C-Tech is doing a lot of unsafe strikes.
Yeah, I did notice. The thing is, in that moment, I feel like I did not kill him because I was afraid that like a teammate was gonna follow him up. Another thing, I should have been more aware of the positions.
And that's fair. Like their bucket was there to follow up, maybe. So like, you don't have to go for it. It's just like if you notice those kind of habits, because this C-Deck has been doing it a lot. It's something you can like kind of keep in mind and see like next time they have strikes, bait them into using them and just punish them.
Yeah, just keep tracking of the patterns of the violence. That's it.
Yep. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job stopping this. It's just over. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, like overall good job with like spacing in that game, and the zipcasters were mostly good as well.
See, thank you.
If you ever have questions, then like let me know.
I'll just stop you as soon as I have some.
Yep. Okay. And then we have another game, which this one I think is a really fast loss. So that will be interesting.
It's a fast loss, that's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
I want to see what went wrong so many times.
So many missiles, oh god. Okay. Yeah. I like that you're helping this fight. You're gonna have to watch out for the range blast on top. Ah, that's unfortunate. We almost survived there. yeah, good job helping your teammate in this fight on the bottom. Just like that meant that we didn't have anyone kind of contesting this. So the range
Yeah.
blaster had a lot of space and a lot of opportunities to like get you
Also,
here.
that's a spot where range blasters like to play a lot around, so just
Yeah,
shooting off.
yeah. And something where I think we just had to respect it from the start.
Yeah,
And just play safe. Not try to go for anything. Okay. What I'm assuming is that this will just end up being a very bad case of staggering. And it's not starting off well. It's... Oh god. Okay. So this is solo queue. So this is not, like, not anyone's fault. But your teammate just went down in the enemy base. And we're trying to retake all from the same angle.
Okay. Sure.
So yeah, retakes on this map and like on any map, but especially on this map, usually rely on taking different angles, on using all the kind of options you have out of spawn. And like taking this, taking this, taking this, taking this, taking this. Maybe even someone taking this if they feel funny. That's so good retakes work. That's the kind of retakes that work best in like competitive play, where everyone can coordinate and think about where they go and when they use what, especially and stuff like that.
That's okay. So basically, I take notice of the position of my teammates. So if I went like the other way, I feel like I could have gotten more value, right?
Yeah.
I see.
So this is solo queue, so you don't have voice call and you don't know like where people are going and why, and all of that, and you have less time to set all of that up. So that just happens sometimes. But it's still something where like sometimes you can see your teammates and think, okay, they have the left side covered, they're gonna go from there. I'm gonna try to set up a crossfire and like go from the other angle. Try to position around here and shoot at people here. Try to like shoot at people here, maybe even take this angle.
Also, I should try to balance like taking different angles and complete isolation from teammates. So
Yeah, exactly. Which is where like I think this angle would be a bit too far right here. Oh, you're transparent. Oh, crazy.
Yeah. You.
Yeah, where I think this angle would be a bit too far because your teammates are mainly retaking from here, so like kind of this would be a lot better because then you can actually follow up on your team and your team can follow up on you while still taking different angles. Because yeah, you get missiled. Your team gets missiled, which makes it especially bad that we were all in the same spot. And this is just rough right here. One of your teammates goes down on the far left, and we're just gonna have difficulties holding space here, I think. Yeah. Unfortunate that we didn't hit the 70. Yeah, good job punishing this shooter.
Right. Oh, that's another case. Oh god.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you were aiming at something else here. Either way, watch out for us.
I feel like it was the block, but I whiffed so damn hard.
Yeah. Even if it would have been the block, watch out for rollers. Rollers are really good at punishing you if you zip close to them. Usually you just want to try to avoid zipping close to rollers. Try to find different targets. If you can confirm a kill, then go for it. But usually it's really unsafe to kind of go for this kind of like even if it was this, they could just horizontally you and you're down.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's crazy they didn't die there, and it's also crazy that you survived because I'd have expected neither to happen. Good job fighting that range blaster. Okay. Yeah. This just ends up being really uncoordinated from your team, which happens in solo queue. That just happens. Like your entire team leaves you alone. That's something that shouldn't happen, but yeah,
I,
solo queue
I
moment.
still should, I mean, yeah, I still should be. If you check out when that happens, so I know when to back out.
Yeah. It's not entirely your fault. Like, yeah, it's good if you can check that and if you can see, oh, my team is all leaving, but it's something you wouldn't expect. And it's something where like I'd expect my team to still be around me. There are missiles, which is something where like, yeah, maybe we should back up a bit. But yeah, that's just like your team is just like
Yeah,
giving
oh,
up the
yeah,
entire map.
that's something else. Yeah.
Um, so like, I get that you kind of expected to have more support there, and went for a more aggressive play because of that. hmm Yeah, we continue to be staggering. We kind of like in this kind of time, we almost like we stayed alive as a team. It got a lot better. Now it's starting again.
Yeah, that's a rules right now. That's
Um, yeah, I like that you're taking this angle. It's just the timing is off. The
oh,
angle
yeah.
itself is really good.
On hindsight, yeah, that's no. I
Yeah,
could have just waited for my team and so on.
yeah. The angle is really good. But the timing is a bit off because either you want to go earlier to help this fight, or as soon as your teammates go down here, you want to wait. So it's kind of like it's in that middle point where it was too late to help this fight, and it was too early to like for your team to be back after the fight, which makes it really awkward. Where like the zip doesn't do anything because your teammates can't follow up. Because zip is so much better if your team is ready to follow up. If you have some sort of like if you have whale that's used together with the zip, if you have like booyah that's used together with the zip, if you have teammates running in with the zip, then it's so
Yeah,
much more threatening. But when you use it solo, then people can usually just like look at you, move out of the way, survive.
yeah, that's true.
um, so that's another thing where unfortunate that it's solo queue and we can't coordinate that kind of stuff. But we just want to be aware that yeah, watch out for this kind of timing. That if we want to go and we want to do a retake, we want to make sure that everyone is ready for it. So kind of here, just try to wait for your team. Just try to like, you can take this, you can be in pit and annoy this Flingser. That's fine. We could also like be around here and try to hold space around here. But in either way, just try to stay safe for now. Use your zipcaster, use your resources. Like, don't use them. I mean, hold your resources for when your team is back and you are actually ready to go. And like maybe you have another special, which yeah, we have another special in a second.
Also, just waiting out teammates is another way to, I mean, compensate for staggering, not really avoid it. It's hard to avoid.
Yeah. Because like that's the way you get out of staggering, right? Is staying alive, not taking aggressive things, just staying safe. And it's in solo queue, teammates sometimes tend to forget that. Teammates sometimes tend to like just go when you're being really patient and you're waiting for everyone, but then your team isn't. That's unavoidable. But you have control over yourself, basically, and that's the part we want to optimize. So yeah, this is still really annoying. Or like just really staggered overall. And then we like around here we have one more opportunity to go. Okay. Yeah, I get being like being nervous here or like being wanting to go fast. Just still watch out for ledges like this. And if we see someone like this, try to like either immediately drop onto them and charge slash them, or like not drop at all.
No, I'm not sure if you noticed that guy at first. I
Oh,
don't remember.
okay.
I don't remember. I could have done and just went for
Mhm.
us to.
Yeah. How much time did we have to notice them?
S- Come
Yeah, I
again?
guess not that much. Okay. We didn't have that much time to see them. They only
Yeah.
pretty much started firing once we dropped. Um,
Say.
so they just did a good job of like timing that and sharking well. Um, yeah, still dropping here is always unsafe. This drop in particular
Special
is
with a roller.
unsafe
Yeah.
if you don't know if people are like cleared from the right side of you. So kind of try to be aware of that. Where like we don't have much time left, but we still want to be wary of that kind of stuff. Of taking
Yeah.
things slow, taking things patient. First making sure that it's safe before dropping, because
And just
that ends up what your team kind of doesn't do, and that ends up being the reason we stagger here so much. Not directly you, but like the entire team. Where like we try to move forward too much, we try to drop too much. And yeah, we get punished.
so
When like
generally,
we did have a bit more time. Not much, but we did have a bit of time.
yes, something I notice about myself when playing is that I make a lot of unsafe drops. That's something I still try to correct this day.
Mhm,
Like all just plays that I make out of impatience or panic. Yeah,
mhm,
it's something yeah, I'm surprised how like little times we just I dropped out in I mean not dropped I dropped
mhm,
in unsafe position, but like yeah, that's something I still focus on.
yeah. Um, that's another thing where like at this point I've talked about this so many times on this stream. Um,
Mm.
yeah. For like dropping, I really, really, really like the practice method of just talking about why you're dropping and when you're dropping all the time.
Oh,
Just doing like a play session dedicated to just every time you drop off a ledge, even if it's the ledge out of your spawn, you say this is safe because no enemies here and all of this is painted. This is safe because like, oh
there's a
wait,
team.
this isn't safe. There's too much enemy paint here. Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that sounds interesting. I'll also taking note of that.
So yeah, that's something where like one session, maybe 2 sessions, um, just doing that will help you a lot. Um,
I see. And then,
it's really something where like you don't need to do that often, but doing it like once or twice, helps like so much with being more
yeah,
thoughtful on drops.
I see. I see how.
Okay. Um, yeah.
That's
Yeah, the biggest reason we lost that game was just solo queue discoordination.
yeah, I suppose.
Um, what like what we could have done individually is try to stay safer when our team is down, and kind of use our resources when everyone is ready on the team.
I
And
also
try
have,
to go in at that point.
you know,
Mhm,
I think like one of the reasons I kind of play maybe a little too aggressively, but also kind of not, team and stuff, is because I have this sort of mind tick that I don't know how to call it, but just I feel like I'm always not playing aggressive enough for my weapon, so I just try to,
mhm,
get constantly in their face, even if that just mindlessly gives away my position. So that's something I
mhm.
think I do. So yeah, maybe that's another reason of why I didn't notice my teammates kind of just going their way.
Yeah. Um, yeah. I get having that kind of mindset. Um, of like, oh, my weapon is supposed to get 20 picks a game. I need to move forward and get picks. Um, yeah. With Stamper in specific, that's something where like you don't have to. You can just stay in a spot and hold that. That's something that Stamper is quite good at actually. It's just sitting in a spot and holding that space. Um, which is like something that where kind of your playstyle might differ from the kind of duelies you played before, especially Tetris, where Tetris you just
Yeah,
W key all the time. That's
yeah,
the point.
yeah, that's probably why I just kind of that I think that yeah,
Mhm.
not gonna lie.
Yeah. Um, yeah, that makes sense. Just try to like keep that in mind, that like you don't have to. It's totally fine for you to just stay back, stay relatively safe. Even in some cases, like let your teammates push before you, because then you get a lot of opportunities to like follow up, which this weapon is quite excellent at doing.
I tried it. I'll try it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is a really small thing, but like when your zip call, like zipcaster recalling, try to watch out for like where people are, and then you can see and like try to direct them immediately. So in that case, like our camera angle wasn't positioned in a way where we could see what was going on our landing. So we didn't see that the T-Tech was here. And if we saw it a bit earlier, we could have maybe won this fight, because they're messing up quite a lot here.
Yeah, too close.
But yeah, that's a really small thing.
I see.
Yeah. You have like, with your recall, you have like a really good bird's eye view of everything. So just like keep that in mind that you can use that.
Yeah, I sure will.
Okay. Do you have any other like questions so far?
Sure. I would like a quick overhaul on when are the best times to just activate zip, because I don't know if you know this, but like especially on the first times I played, I activated zip almost as soon as I got it, which is no, as that as it sounds. So maybe I feel like I should activate zip, especially not really to start pushes by itself, but like to follow them up. For
Yeah.
example, if once I stop a grab, I just set up the. I mean, I use the zip right after. I feel like that's something I should do, but like mainly, when do you think it's best to just activate them?
Yeah. I totally agree with you there. Zipcaster is really, really good as a follow-up special. So like as a special where you move forward, you get into a funny spot, you like get a pick maybe, but then you aren't safe anymore. People start pushing you, and then you can just use Zipcaster to stay alive for longer, and to like continue that push, to continue being annoying, to not be bound to like that weird spot you were in at the start, and to just like maybe get a pick or two out of that, keep the momentum going basically.
See,
And I think that's by far the best use of Zip, where like that kind of follow-up use is something that this special synergizes with so much. And if you can like use it that way, that's really valuable. Sometimes you also have to think about like, how do we do this retake? So specifically on zones, you need to think about what kind of resources do we have for this retake. How can we get back in? How can we get zone control back? And that's something where Zipcaster sometimes is a resource for that. It's not the best resource. It's way better if you have strikes, if you have Booyah, if you have that kind of stuff on your team, or like your teammates have that. And can use that to force you in.
Yeah, in some situations it can work, I see.
Yeah. But sometimes Zip is just still really valuable for those retakes, because retakes is the hardest part of Splatoon, especially in zones. It's the part where you have to be the most diligent, you have to use resources the best, and in the most smart way, I guess. So you you just kind of have to figure out what you have and what you want to use for that retake. And then Zip can be really valuable as a tool to like get behind people, distract people, and maybe even like get a pick, but with the main idea of kind of distracting for your team to be able to move forward. Because when like half of the team is looking back at you, then the rest of the team has a lot of an easier time, like kind of moving up, taking space, maybe taking stacks. Yeah.
And then just be careful to try to drag attention, like focus specifically on that rather than just, getting picks and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the idea I got from playing December is that you should focus on getting picks when you use it as a follow-up specials, and try to focus more on like the diverging attention when you're just using to start a push or you
Hmm.
know
Yeah,
that stuff.
that often ends up being the case just because of the situations like that surround those two ideas. Um, because on retake, usually the entire enemy team is alive. And when the entire
Mhm.
enemy team is alive, it's a lot more dangerous to use zip to go for picks, especially if the team is coordinated.
Yeah, I definitely.
So that then just tends to move better into the kind of distraction playstyle. And that then also synergizes with the rest of their team getting time to like move in and paint up and get space.
I also
Um,
should switch up. Yeah, we should just get used to switching up in case the situation gets better slash
yeah,
worse.
exactly.
It's a fast game and anything
Um,
can.
yeah, if you see any kind of opportunity to go for a pick, use that.
Definitely.
That's really what this game is all about. Is if you see that split second like moment where you have this super short amount of time where you can like get a pick without being punished for it, then that's what you want to use, and that's what competition or like competitive Splatoon, especially at higher levels, is really dependent on basically.
Yeah, squeezing on those opportunities that gets allows you to picks get safe picks.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So that, and then like in those kind of follow-up situations, it tends to be that some of the enemy team is dead. You have momentum, your team is moving forward. You maybe have some other specials out as well. And then using zip to actually go for picks is a lot safer because you have those specials, you have your teammates moving up. You usually have more paint as well.
Yes.
And then that kind of synergizes with that, like getting picks placed a little bit more. Again, you need to switch it up. You need to switch between the two all the time in zip. Otherwise, your zip is too predictable. And
Yeah.
people can just punish it.
Checks out, checks out. That's I wrote that down. I'll just focus on that a lot.
Yeah. Um, mhm. So like when you use zip is really dependent on situations. In zones, it'll be a lot of like you can use it for retake if you don't have other like enough other retake specials. If you have something like strikes, then you don't need to use it yet. And you
Mhm.
can kind of try to move up with the strikes first and then use it as a follow-up after.
Yeah,
Um,
that makes
but if
sense.
you like maybe in this comp, for example, where you don't have as many resources to actually move up, where like maybe you don't have missiles right now, jumps aren't ready
Yeah,
as well, then using zip as like one of those resources to move forward, to get space is a lot better.
yeah, it can work. It definitely can work in that situation.
Um, yeah. And then in other modes, it kind of works similarly. Other modes don't have this like as much of a focus on retakes and more of a focus on just like holding the space that you already have. So zip tends to be generally like a lot better just as that follow-up special there.
Yeah, make a mark.
Because you aren't under such time pressure to actually take back space. It's in the other modes usually fine to just hold the space that you already have.
Yeah, make a mark is particular for that reason. I feel like just all the space that the defenders can use to, I mean, just stall you out and I gotta say, yeah, it's not the greatest retake. I mean, yeah, retake is important, but like it's also what was I gonna say? I mean, retaking is kind of harder here, so that's
Hmm.
why it's not as effective.
Yeah, yeah. You need to clear out more space. That's true. Like
Yeah,
that, you need to watch for people being here. You need to then clear that. Make sure no
yes,
one's in kind of this area. Then you can go and take this. Yeah, this map is
yeah,
like a lot more difficult for this kind of stuff, which is why I really like it, and which is why I think this map is awesome. Because you have
I
so much
really
options. Both teams have so many options to do things.
yeah,
It's
there's
quite
so
amazing.
much, just so much valuable space. That's the thing. There are lots of spaces in the other maps that are, I mean, they're kind of there. They don't really. There are not that many weapons that just take advantage of it, if
Hmm.
any. So I love Mako right because there's just you can. There are so many good spots for
Yeah,
every weapon.
yeah, for sure. This map is awesome.
Real.
And I'll be very sad if it's not there in future Splatoon games. Okay. Do we have anything else, or because I think
Yeah, I
we've
think
talked
I
about
sent.
so much stuff already that I don't really want to bring up too much more.
Oh yeah, we did. That was sure. I mean, I wrote down everything. So yeah, now I do have a lot of stuff to work around. I mean, so
Huge. Okay. I would have
yeah.
written down notes for you now. Like just as a final thing. But since you have
Fine.
stuff written down anyway, I'm not sure if it's necessary.
No,
Um,
don't worry. That's like the main thing. I got the grasp of the main things. Don't worry.
yeah. We can do a quick recap anyway, because I think it's just generally valuable
I
to
mean,
talk
sure.
about things again. So yeah, for like just generally fighting with this weapon, you want to, if possible, always be in kind of this range where you can consistently hit like 35 damage hitboxes and like threaten 70, threaten that kind of like maybe 70 burst combo. Or be close enough that you can kind of dash up and like kill people directly. And what will usually happen is that in kind of open spaces, it's a lot better to use your range. And in spaces where there's a lot more cover and weird terrain, it's a lot better to kind of
Over the
move up
one.
closely.
Yeah, use the optimal range is something that I wrote down. Just to switch. I mean,
Yeah,
be careful of the terrain.
yeah. And then like, this weapon is really good at kiting. So especially if you have a lot of open space, what your weapon is really good at doing is just kind of poking people, moving back and using your range to just constantly be impossible to hit if the enemy has less range.
Yeah, definitely. Just focus more on kiting, I say.
Yeah, which is something like you did really well in the game, in the tower game.
Nice.
So yeah, just keep that in mind as a general thing.
Yeah, focus more on kiting and just be aware of the switching between zip lines. I mean, yes, between zip targets. I mean, and the. Let me just read it. Okay, switch between bait and kill with zip. Start up disadvantageous fights. So just take a slow. I mean, and now of course focus on the calling out every single drop. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So that's like some ideas around like practicing all that kind of stuff. What we can do for drops is like, yeah, exactly what we talked about earlier. The same kind of idea of just like talking about what you're doing it and why you're doing it is also really valuable for like kind of figuring out, am I in the right distance to enemies? Do I have enough paint around me? And like, do I have enough space to kind of stay safe?
Do you think like
poke
I should
enemies, all that kind of stuff. Sorry?
do you think I should just practice that? I mean, saying out loud why I think I should drop there. I mean, do you think it makes any difference? Like, because I feel like when I just think things, I kind of subconsciously, or what would I say, lazily slip into other, type of things that I can focus on the game about the game. So I feel like I probably should practice those things, saying like out loud. I mean, even if quickly, why I should drop, set a position, for example. So what do you think?
Okay, I'm not sure if I understood your question correctly.
Yeah, how to rephrase it. I just say even out saying things out loud, especially when it comes to like the dropping thing, because basically it's I don't know if it's just my problem, but especially when I try to focus on a single thing, when I have it in mind, I just up into sleep to another something else that is happening.
Yeah, yeah,
I feel like,
yeah, for sure. And that's why I think like talking about it is a good idea, because it's such a conscious thing.
yeah,
And that's really what like good practice is all about. It's making that thing that you want to improve on very conscious, and a very conscious process of like, I want to focus on drops, and that's the main thing that I'll do today.
just make it active.
Yeah.
Make it an active practice.
Yeah, like there's a bunch of different ideas how to do that. You can like write down sticky notes on what you want to improve on and post that to your like screen or something. But I find just talking about it the like most straightforward way.
It just works and it says.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so like that kind of stuff is really valuable. Along with just like generally setting yourself a good goal for like a play session. I don't know how long you like usually play the game for. I really like doing like maybe 2-hour blocks.
Yes, things like that. Like I usually do like an hour and a quarter sessions. Some
Yeah.
just around the area. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's relatively good amount of time to just focus on like that specific one thing of yeah, drops. I'll talk about drops literally every time I take them because drops are an important part of Splatoon and I want to improve at that.
Definitely, especially like playing as shocking weapons or shocking taunts are still relevant today. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's quite important.
Yeah. And dropping is just generally unsafe. Like even if the entire enemy team is composed of like neo splashes or something, dropping on
Yeah.
like a ledge when you don't have paint under it is still not safe because there could still be someone here. And even if you know that the person is there, in the time that you're in the air, you're so vulnerable.
For half a second, you're just extremely predictable. That's the dangerous thing.
Yeah. Ledges be dangerous, which is why we want to be very conscious around when we drop. Because getting up is very difficult. So it's a commitment, and yeah, that's the idea there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like those kind of practice ideas are really valuable regardless. Like you can do a similar thing for Zipcaster, where like, if you like go in trying to practice Zipcaster, then like maybe you go into single player, maybe you are in this lobby just using Zipcaster a lot, maybe you're in Recon, maybe you're in actual games, because like you still want actual practice against actual opponents with Zip. And then just kind of think about, yeah, I can use this to like be distracting, I can use this to threaten a pick right now, I can try to be annoying.
It just said things like, I'm going to Zip to get this guy's attention. No, now I'm going to get that kill. No,
exactly.
Yeah, that's something I want to do. I will try like next. No, I think like first I try the drops. I think that's more important. Then I try the Zips. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, up to you which you want to work on first. It's
No.
I mean, to some degree, what you want to do, what you find the most fun. To some degree, what you think is most important. Just
yeah, I think
either.
Yeah, the most important thing is I feel like it's just having fun at the game, because if you don't have fun,
exactly.
you don't want to practice.
Exactly. Yeah, and then like specifically with the zip thing, for example, or like just in general, it's a really good idea to justify why you're doing something out loud, like to talk about why you did that and why you think it was the correct thing. Because then at some point, if it wasn't the correct thing, you'll notice that you don't have that many convincing arguments.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm using the zip to distract here, because I think that would give my team opportunity to move forward. Oh wait, my team didn't move forward. Oh, unfortunate. Maybe that's my team, maybe the timing was off. Yeah, I should work on zipcaster timings, stuff like that.
It's more intuitive to know when you make a mistake. That's the thing.
Yep, exactly. Logic and reasoning prevail.
That truly the goats.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. You already have notes, so I feel like I don't need to write down any.
So. I won't even bother with that.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions?
I feel like I got the gist. I got the main things. So no, not really.
Okay. Yeah. Then I think that's all we should talk about today, because I don't want to overload you on things as well.
Yeah. I think don't worry about it. Yeah, I just got. I mean, we talked. I feel like we still talked about everything. We go about the main things.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll send you like a like a lot of this recording and a feedback form later. You don't have to fill out the feedback form, but it helps me smile.
Wait, you mean the stronger one? The what are
Oh
you
no
talking
no
about?
no. That would be the community census. No, that I have a form specifically about like feedback for this coaching session.
Oh yeah. Well, where do I mean, are you gonna send it to me
Yeah,
or
I'll
with
send
the?
it to you in DMs in a second.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah. If you have time to fill that out, that helps me a lot. But yeah, you don't need to.
Sure. No, I'll work.
Okay. Yeah, if any other questions come up, then feel free to DM me. But yeah,
Of course. I'll keep that in mind.
okay. I think I'll play some X rank now. Oh god, no, the rotation is shit, never
Never
mind.
freaking mind.
Never mind. Okay. Have a nice
Wow.
evening. It was fun talking again.
Yeah, it really was. Thank you. It was fun for me too. Good luck with the struggle, this,
Thank you.
and also just your projects. Goodbye.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay. I might just play the X rank anyway because I kind of want to play the game. But it is quite a terrible rotation. So, hmm. I think I'll just play anyway because it's good practice either way. Um, hmm. Uh, what do you even play? Shot, I guess? What's that really? I mean, I could practice Kraken as well, because I do need to practice that still. Um, Wahoo Marlin. Actually, 52. Um, I forgot what gear I use for this. This one, okay. Though I've been thinking about replacing comeback, to be honest. Because I feel like 52, like the only thing it really needs from comeback is swim speed. And at that point I just have it, like rather have a main of swim speed. My comeback is still really good. And I like, the ink efficiency is nice. I don't think this weapon needs it because it already has really good ink efficiency. But you can spam wall a bit more. Which is nice in certain matchups. I'm not sure. And part of my reasoning is just like, I'd rather just have the swim speed all the time. Like I already have a bunch of swim speed on my gear, but 52 really likes swim speed. Because it helps the main weapon so much. Just kind of do things. So what is this queue time, hello? Just been reading through stuff from like Stronghold in the meantime. Oh, there we go. You see, you just have to complain about things, and then everything in life gets given to you. That's how this works. Also, I should update the stream title. I forgot to do that. I'll do it after this game. Marina fan. Nice. Lita. Where's the Lita? Yeah, over there. That makes sense. I'll use a bunch of the cover here. Oh, never mind. Nice. 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 I don't think there's anyone top right yet. Scary. Actually hit me for 80 there. Nice, good job on the team. I'm not here. Just. Ah! Scary. Yep. Oh, it's named after my hair. That's cute. I guess because like I have the contactless lenses, I think, or like invisible contacts or whatever it's called, which just like it's just not like it just doesn't have any headgear. You literally like I guess that small thing on the right there. But apart from that, like you don't see anything, and it's just the normal head, and the normal hair. So I guess that's why it's like giving me just Octolox as a name, which is cool, because I really like this hairstyle. Okay, yeah, I saw. I saw in the past when two people had the same headgear that it went to the shirt. So someone had the same headgear as me, and then it just said like whatever shirt I had. So yeah, I'm not sure, but I guess it can also go for hair. Okay. Similar comps here. Yep. And there's Azuka. I'm gonna not be on the right side of the map. Oh, crazy. A bit of latency. Wow. There's the Lita. Oh, they went up. That's fun. I didn't think they would. Okay, now. I will well you so you can't do shit. Oh yeah, team C. Support. Ah! Support. Yeah, the leader was watching. I guess I shouldn't have come for that. Like, should have climbed on the other side of the wall. Peace. Okay, never mind. Okay, I'm out. I have to get out of here. Yeah. Shouldn't have popped well, that wasn't too much hand lag. Shouldn't have pushed it in the first place. Oh man, there's way too much attention here right now. Okay, -1 and they've Suka. I'm out. And I'm moving back forward. This Booyah is good, okay. Couldn't follow up on the Booyah much, which is unfortunate. It's bad. Although, one hit, yeah. Good job on my team. Ah, yeah. I didn't space that well. I guess I should have just respected the Elita from the start. Nice, good job on the team. The Elita's in a really annoying position right now. Yeah, are they behind us? Yes. Oh, that go over there. Okay. I think they expect me to shout over here. Wow, scary Elita. You don't get to play the game. Okay, fair. Oh, I died to wave. Unfortunate. Okay. Definitely. Maybe I could have known they were there. I'm not sure. Shock? You don't get to use Suka. Wah! Yeah, could have healed up. I thought I had time to push the leader before the rest respawned. I didn't. Wow, you're running forward. Oh, it's the devils, okay. That was bad aim. Okay. They have Ninja Squid. Okay. I should have seen that. I guess I can work on seeing more things. I think we just win. Oh, Zuka. They've just scored their first points. Yeah, Booyah distance game. Good job. Oh, another person to ban. It's crazy that, like, auto mod on Twitch doesn't get that. Maybe I just haven't set it up correctly, which could very much be the case. Ban. Amazing. It's crazy how many bots there are. And I wonder if, like, it has any use, because, like, do they get away with it? Do people actually buy stuff? Oh, hi, Tyrex. I'm just playing X rank now. I was doing coaching earlier, but, now it's X rank stuff. I'm just hoping to not get, like, Wahoo. Even though Marlin isn't great. I'm hoping to get Marlin. It's the rotation. Yeah, it's certainly a rotation. Okay, lots of short range and a rapid. 52 has gambit. Viper's watching. Yeah, 52 is watching. Nice. They're gonna have a hard time keeping up gambit. They're gonna jump into Cooler and then fight here. Just kinda don't wanna die to them. Don't wanna give them gambit. That's unfortunate. They actually healed up in time. Okay. They get a bit more gambit, but I think it's gonna run out in a sec. Never mind. Okay, they just have gambit now. That's unfortunate, because I tried very hard for them not to have. It's evil Zuka. And I dropped stupidly. Funny how I was talking about stupid drops earlier, and now I'm doing them myself. There was one on plat here, I think they backed up. Yeah, looks like they did. No, let's stay here. Okay. I'm fine with trading. No, I'm not anymore. Suzuka. Okay. Your one hit, nice, okay. Shot is probably somewhere here, yeah. Then there's someone bottom. Oh, yeah. I should have expected them to come from there. Didn't see the bridge was up. Oh. Not much for me to do here. I could move up and try to fight with my devils, but I feel like... Okay. Yeah, as soon as I do, I just die. Yeah. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have tried to help my teammate. And they were, like, very overextended. Nice, okay. They did some good stuff here. Yeah, there's one guy pushing. They have cooler, so this is annoying. Need something. The weapon's really good. Yeah. Aye. This is a tough mid. I'm wondering what kinds of adjustments I need to make. I can try playing around my team more. Having difficulties against the Viper. I can move between my shots more, I guess. Yes. Ah, this rabbit is annoying. And this 52 is just continuously running in. There's one on the left. Unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, I feel like we're just, like, not able to deal with them running into us, which is unfortunate. But I feel like it's a team issue. Because, like, they just keep W keying and jumping into the rapid. And they get away with it. Yeah. Because we just don't shoot them. Unfortunate. The Dapple is doing some good work. Drop. Yeah. Yeah, we're just losing 1v1s. Like a lot of them. Drop. That was well done by the 52. Yeah. 52 is good. They're doing some good work. Rough. I had difficulties into the Viper, to some degree the 52 as well, and it was really rough pushing into them because they could always jump to the blaster. Yeah, I could have sharked more. Oh, were you in that game? Oh. Oh, nice. Good job on the shot. Yeah, y'all gave us a lot of difficulty, so good job, Tyrex. Literally stream sniping. Oh, leader. There's a lot of leader in this rotation, which makes sense. Because the maps are good for leader. Tent, okay. Where's the tent going? I'm gonna bully them. Where's the tent? Is that the tent? That's the tent. You don't have a field. Dave, who does? Yes. Hey. This person just doesn't care. Woo! Okay. Let's see. One was cooler, so it wasn't as good, but it was still nice. Unfortunately. They actually break me there. So I don't think they hit me. It's a Kraken. They know. Crazy that they knew. I didn't think they would. Their beacons are really annoying here. Just gonna play elsewhere. If there's a copy. There's one block. There's that mark point is unfortunate, so I can't actually do that much now. So that beacons, yeah, it's a long time to it. Oh god. Yeah, good job on the lead here. That's a great one. No. Dude, my gun doesn't aim. I'm just gonna pop back in a second. Are they? Where'd they go? Okay. Unfortunate. I messed that up mechanically. Going fast here. I can afford to. Yeah. There's one behind there. I prefer if the block goes right now. Yeah. So I'd love if we got beatings on the map, but yeah, don't think that's happening. That was too aggressive. They keep dying in Wayland Black, or like Startup Black, I guess. This might be game. He's someone else, guys. Yeah, this is game. Didn't feel presence in mid. Yeah, I wasn't in mid for that long because we were in disadvantage for almost all of the game. For the opening, I think I went bottom left and like fought 52 a lot there. And then after that, we were just stuck in defense like all the time. Oh, thank God, different rotation. Surely this one is better. So that, like, I was fighting a lot around the curve thing on the right. I don't know how callouts, so I don't know what it's called. Oh, peak rotation. I mean, it's under zones, but like, Mako's peak. Yeah. I would play screen, but I can't. Don't want to do it in solo queue. So I can't confirm if people actually can fight against it. It zones under to Mako. So like 50-50 rotation, but Zone's Undertow is still fine. I might try out the new duelist as well. Uh, 2057. I haven't played X-Fang much. But also, maybe it would even be accurate, because I have also not played the game much. We'll see how it develops. I think I also lost a bunch because I was playing Kraken Shot, and I'm not good at Kraken yet. Top right, as past here. To heal up. Keep in mind here. So I don't need to use it yet. This fight's not worth it. One there, one on top. It's moving up the wall right here. This is a bad spot. This plus can very easily get me here. This is a gold arrow spray, so don't care too much. Yeah, nice, we can get here. First one's backing up right, I'm gonna push. Hey, go! Sure. Enemy team has double Booyah Splashdown. Splashdown's on right, Booyah is here. They use both. That's... yeah, they're gonna just use Splashdown here. Nice, I forced early Splashdown, that's good. I can fight this probably. Yep. Yep, nice. I need 3 for that? Crazy. Oh, no. Okay, so they really like going from right. I'm terrible. They're gonna splash down. Yeah. Okay. They have. That's not game over. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I did a good job of predicting the splashdowns there. Positioning apart from that wasn't perfect. My walls didn't feel that impactful. Yeah. But I didn't die, so that's something. Oh, it's battle time. Oh god, I hope this match isn't gonna be laggy. Okay, we got good map though. RBO, this is an amazing comp. Okay, they have cooler, but apart from both teams have kind of really good comps. But our comp is like so good, what the hell? Nice. Good job. Oh, we'd never painted up, that's nice. Is there someone on the right there? No, okay. I should paint up left actually. Because they want to drop here. I don't want to allow them doing that. Are they going right? I think so. There's one on left still. Yeah, they know. Things up. Half, down. We paint over. We still paint over. I'm gonna fight you, yeah. They want to go left. I have a crab on the left here. Oh, this is amazing. We go in their base. I love going in their base. Last one's right, they're gonna drop right, I don't care. Yeah, okay. Good job on them seeing that, but I think we just win. Yeah. Please paint. We lost all our painters. No. They don't know. They definitely know, but too late. Where's the... yeah, they're just tracking it up there. Nice. Wait, you drop. What? Yeah, I looked like for too long away from the enemy spawn there. That was definitely dangerous. They deserve to get punished. So, 52 right, there's a blaster on top. Hurrah! Thank you, team. They are backing up. I'm gonna throw a wall in their face. I'm gonna throw another wall in their face. They are dead. Yeah, my bad. I shouldn't have gone for that. I don't need to play as aggressive in this comp when I have teammates who are like really good at killing. Because I can just play a lot more supportive. I'm scared. Yeah, I don't think I can hold. Yeah, no. With grab up. Wow! Wow, wow. Scale. Scale. Wow. Someone jumped in here. Yeah, they know I'm on top of here. This person might not. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I should have just stayed back again. We win anyway, but I should have just painted. Because I'm the second best painter in that comp. I'm in JP. Last season I was in NA and I didn't get any matches. It like consistently took like 5 minutes or more to get a match. And that just wasn't fun. So I switched. Yeah, I don't know why as well. Okay. Oh god, what? Ay, ay, ay. Okay. This will be curious. This junior will bubble in a second. I'm bad. I could have won that fight, and I should have. I'm not sure how W key I should play in this comp. I think I'll just try W keying a lot and see how it works. Because I feel like I have the capabilities to do so. Ah, BP! This weapon's fall off is crazy bad. And they have Jet. They're gonna use it from left in a second. Yeah. What? Yeah, okay. I need to not look at... not forget about that angle. I need to have object permanence. Dude. Holy fuck, my aim. Is there someone on left? That's a faster here. But it doesn't do any damage. And it jumps out. I think there's someone around left. Scare. Unfortunate, yeah. I shouldn't have stayed there for so long. Because, blasters can be really easily there. They're sharking, I'm gonna try to give them paint. That's probably, yeah. The fists got cancelled by the... That's fun. Okay. So I have whale. Bubble is a problem. Yeah, that's rough. No retake moment. Maybe I should have tried going in from the right there, because the bubble was in the way forward, so I couldn't have done shit anyway. Or like go far left. Yeah, I should have probably gone far left. But that situation was just fucked in general. Because that's the only retake we have is whale. So what's Splashdown gonna do? No, our streak of Mako is over. This seems like a comp that can work here, though. We're gonna struggle a lot. Yeah, I think just stall the opening. Which I'm not sure if my team will do that. Yep, okay, never mind. We're already -1. And -2. Why would you jump? Oh no. Oh no. Oh god, okay, this will be a fun match. Oh god, I have 3 turbo feeders. There's someone bottom. Top. Cracking, that's fair. Nice. We get bricks here, we lose space there. That's rough, we don't have our right side. Oh god, can we please stop dying? That would be quite amazing if we could do that. Yeah, never mind, we lose. I don't think there's something we can do. We just lose every fight we take. Yeah, GG. Yeah, we just lost every fight we took. There's nothing I can do there. I mean, I also lost every fight. So, I guess as a team, there's nothing we can do. Oh, that was you. Oh. Why is it every time I play against you that I can't do it shit all game? That's very disrespectful. No, good job. You're playing really well. Yeah, 30 no rapid. I felt that. Yeah. Fair. I'll probably finish this series and then I don't know if I'll play after that. Not sure. Maybe. But I may also just stop then. Oh, I think you're on my team now. Yeah, let's go, okay. Truly a booyah moment. Everyone booyah back, oh my god. Booyah. Nice. Where's everyone? Legit, where's everyone? Will we get a retake? What? They knew? Crazy. Maybe I didn't stealth swim. Yeah, maybe I didn't stealth swim. Oh, nice. Good job, Tarix. Someone got here, I think. Thank you. Buster drops. Okay. Huge. We finally get a true lockout. The Booyah thing. Okay. I think the rain killed me. Ah. But we still have a bunch of space. Just need to hold the zones here. And then... Nice! That's splash and face, that's crazy good. Yeah. Just need to paint. Nice. Yeah. Fair. Do they know I'm here? They don't. Both the half. Wow, scary. Aye. That's rough. That's rough. Okay. We probably lose because we don't have time to do a retake against Booyah. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Maybe I should have jumped out of right when I was like staying there for like an eternity. Maybe. Because I wasn't drawing attention for that long. Like, it took a bit to actually get... Oh my goodness, I went 3-5. Holy shit, I did nothing. Okay. Yeah. That just felt annoying to fight. The blaster didn't work. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. I can see that. I mean, yeah, it's a gold arrow spray. What else is it gonna do? Yeah. I'm just generally, like, relatively lost what to do on that map in zones. I guess 52. Because other weapons I have a better flowchart. Oh yeah. That makes sense. Okay. I'll stop here, I think. That's enough gaming for today. on hold or on retake? I'm assuming retake. Hold, I mean. Because, like, what am I gonna do on top right on retake? Okay. So, wait, which top right are we talking about on retake then? I mean, I guess it could be nice. Could be nice to like use more spawn area to go from right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I get what you mean then. Yeah. That makes sense, and that's generally how I thought about the map as well. Yeah. I didn't end up getting a shotgun. Yeah. Yeah, mostly. It's interesting. I mostly see it as like, playing fast enough and like using your mobility and your fast kill time, that like weapons that can usually fight way better than you don't get time to do that. And just like being so fast that as soon as an enemy sees you, they're either dead or you have a wall up. You know. Or like if it's a dumb weapon that can't fight, then you can just fight it itself. But yeah, most weapons can't fight, in comp at least. It's interesting. I wish I could play screen in, or like, yeah, I wish I could play screen in solo queue basically. Because I feel like screen on Undertow would do so much. Because it just covers like 70% of whole mid. Well, okay. I just feel bad for people that have actual health problems with like getting hit by it. Because like you can't avoid it in some scenarios, and some people have had like, even outside of headaches, just like legitimate health concerns, legitimate like panic attacks, or like some sort of other like genuinely concerning for your health response. So I don't feel too good using it when I know that like some people have gone to hospital because of screen. And well, that is very unlikely to, like, for that person to be in game. It is like, I don't remember what the data was, because like I think in the community census it was like around 30% of people don't like playing against screen, like don't like getting hit with it in some way. It may have been more, I'm not sure. Don't quote me on those facts. You'll get those in like 3 weeks. But it's a lot of people, so I just don't feel comfortable using it unless I absolutely know that everyone is fine with it. It is unfortunate because I like 52D. It is a very fun weapon, and I like the special it has. But oh well. Enough rambling. This kit is the better one anyway, so it's good that I'm forced to use it, to be honest. I'm gonna end stream here. GG's. Was fun playing with you, Tyrex. Yeah.